Hello viewers, this is Oliver here, and this is The Last of Us Factions multiplayer. And these first two screens, you see me choose my class and choose my one-use booster, and we will get into those later on. But we're going to start out by saying, if you look at this little left side, on the left side of this screen, you see the mission, 0 of 2 executions. We'll also get into that later on as well, but keep that in mind. So we're going to start out by saying Factions is the name of the multiplayer for The Last of Us, which is the new great PS3 exclusive game that is in the running for Game of the Year right now, and it is absolutely amazing. If you guys have not played it and you have a PS3, I recommend at least renting it. If you don't want to spend the money and buy it, you at least got to play this game because it is absolutely amazing. Excuse me. But now let me talk about this game mode. There are two game modes you can play in The Last of Us Factions. This is Survivors. This is like an elimination, a round elimination kind of game mode. There's 4 people on each team, and you try to basically kill each other, and in doing so, every time you kill somebody, you eliminate them, and they don't respawn for the rest of the round. It's a best of 7 rounds, so the first one to win 4 rounds wins the match. And the thing about it is there's also before you actually knock somebody out of the match, in both game modes actually, the other one I'll get into in a minute, once you shoot them a couple times, they go down, which is kind of like a kill, except the difference is when they go down, they can still be revived by a teammate. But when they are executed, once they're already down, that's when they can no longer be revived. As you can see right there, I downed somebody, and there he's crawling around. You can see him on the ground, and here I'm going to try to revive my teammate. It wasn't working. I was misclicking or something, and then a guy turned the corner and downed me and then executed me and then executes my teammate. So it's down to one guy on our team. But as I was saying, this game mode is, I know a lot of our viewers are Call of Duty players, so say this is like Call of Duty, this would be like search and destroy minus the bombs, pretty much. So that pretty much explains this one. The other game mode is called Supply Raid. It's pretty much a team deathmatch. It also only has 4 people on each team's max, and it only goes up to 20 kills. But it also will, once it gets to the point where you are within, like, say the other team has 17 kills and there's 3 people on your team, it'll do last man standing kind of thing. Like, once you die, then you don't respawn. That guy was so close to getting that kill. And so it's kind of like the tickets in Battlefield, but not really. You can just pretty much call it a team deathmatch, and that's the best way to explain it. So now let's go back to the classes. The classes have a point system very much like Black Ops 2 does, where you can spend points on pistols, on long guns, survival skills, which are basically perks, purchasable weapons, and I think that's it, unless I'm forgetting anything. Excuse me. And excuse me, sorry about that. And the one thing about it is, instead of having only 3 maximum, like, it's not tier perks, it's just whatever you choose, point based, a lot like Homefront. But there's multiple different long guns. There's different types. Like, you can have right here on this class, I'm using the silenced semi-automatic rifle. This one costs a lot more, I think 2 more points than the regular semi-automatic rifle. I think this one costs 4 or 3, and the other one, the regular one, is 2 or 1. I forget exactly what the point values are. But there's, for other long guns, there's a bow and arrow, there's the burst rifle, that guy's got the burst rifle, I think. Well, he just died. I think he had the burst rifle. That guy had the burst rifle. That's more of an up close and personal one. There's the hunting rifle, and I think I'm missing one. Don't remember what the last one is. Yeah, I don't remember. I think there's one more, but I'm not 100% sure. For pistols, there is the regular 9mm, the revolver. Those are both free if you get the regular versions. Then there is the silenced 9mm, which I actually have out right here, but I die, so I don't get to show it off. And the other guy had the revolver. Those are both the free pistols. So basically, if you wanted to, you could use a class that just has like one of the free pistols, and then just use all your points on survival skills or something like that. But the other pistol is the shorty, which is a shotgun pistol, kind of like if you played Uncharted 2 or Uncharted. I think it was an Uncharted 3 too. The pistol, or pistole as I always called it. It's well, you can, it's a 2-round in the chamber shotgun pistol basically, which is great for close quarter combat as well as the burst rifle was. So, a lot of the survival skills I don't know off the top of my head. Some of them are like better crafting, quicker reviving, sprint longer, not be seen by stealth or by listen mode while crouch walking, stuff like that. So that's not super important. But then the purchasable weapons, which I don't think I use at all in this match. Basically, you'll see, I don't know if I have already. I think I might have. You can purchase armor while in game with like if you do well, you get more supplies or parts. Or supplies, which is if you look in the bottom left hand corner, the little green gear looking thing that has the 450 next to it right now. That's how many supplies I have. So, or parts. No, that's parts. I'm sorry. The blue one's supplies. We'll get into the supplies later. But the parts you can spend on either getting more ammo for your long gun or your pistol. You can spend it on armor, which I like to do most of the time. Or you can spend it on a purchasable weapon that is included in your class. So all of those are pretty neat that you can do that. As you can see here, I snuck up on this guy. And instead of wasting my long gun, my semi-auto, silent semi-auto ammo, I pull out the pistol. So now I have 5 shots left in that, which is a great thing to do if you don't want to do the special execution or anything like that. And so it actually might have saved me right there, saving those 5 shots. But either way, continue on. So that's what you can buy in the shop. Other stuff you can do in-game is crafting. As you can see right there, you can see I was at the crafting screen. You can craft. Well, since I've got one perk on actually that, or one survival skill that I can gift stuff if I craft enough, but that probably wouldn't happen at all in Survivors. That'd probably be more for Supply Raid. But you can craft smoke bombs. You can craft makeshift bombs, like actual bombs that you can either use as traps by placing them, or like motion sense or activation, or you can throw them kind of like grenades. You can make, what else? Health kits. You can make Molotov cocktails, which are like insta-kills if you hit them. But they also use the same supplies as a health kit uses. So it's kind of like, do I want health back or do I want insta-kill? But you see these things I'm getting. You can see them on the mini-map, the little circles. That's how you get the supplies to make stuff. As you see here, I make a bomb. You can also make shivs for like insta-kills. If you sneak up on somebody, you can, it's kind of like a knife. You can stab them in the back and kill them. I just missed that headshot there. And you can also, if you find a melee weapon in one of the supply, not supply chests, but supply drop areas, if you find a makeshift weapon, you can add, or a melee weapon, you can add blades, or you can add like you need like blades and wrap, I think, and you can upgrade it so it's a one-shot kill. I think actually it might not be a one-shot kill in multiplayer. I've never actually tried upgrading it. As you can see there, I threw the bomb and it didn't actually hit anybody, because you could see I was using listen mode, which if you've played the single player, I'm sure you're familiar with. But listen mode is used, as you can see there, my armor saved me clearly. But listen mode is used. If you look on the bottom right hand corner, you can you can see my pistol with the amount of ammo left, and you can see my health, which is the inside little ring bar thing, and then the outside one is listen mode. So you can't use it like indefinitely. You have to. It's like a gauge. You can only use so much, and then it's got to recharge. So I like that it's not completely overpowered, and they just said, oh, use it whenever you want, because otherwise it would have been completely broken. As you can see, I was using it right there, and I spotted this guy behind me. But other stuff is, for crafting, I think I covered all the crafting stuff, but here, you can take and see how you down an enemy at first, and then you have to execute them. As you can see right here, I get another execution. So when you down them, they can be revived, and after you execute them, though, they're done for good. So that's one thing I kind of like, that it brings more tactical play into use when you can revive teammates. Excuse me. But I think that covered most of the stuff I was going to talk about. Now, if we go into... Now, see here, I thought that was an enemy bomb. But it wasn't, so I wasted ammo trying to blow it up. It was a teammate bomb. I think if it glows like a blue hue, then you know it's a teammate bomb. But yeah, whatever, I just wasted a bunch of ammo here. And also, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, when you sprint in-game, in the multiplayer, you do show up on the enemy's minimap. So that's why you see me only sprint like at the beginning to get to supplies quickly. Other than that, I try to avoid sprinting as much as possible. But also, now, what I was saying earlier at the beginning when it was doing the loading screen, you saw the mission. The missions, now, how factions work is like, you start off, you pick a side, that's basically the team you're going to play on, and then you pick, or then you start off, and there aren't levels by like XP, and it's not really XP at all. It's the parts and supplies. Parts you get in a match are switched into supplies, converted into supplies at the end of the match. As you can see in the bottom left, well, now you can't. But once I get, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I have 64 to 57 of the blue supplies. What that means is you have like a faction. Your faction has like people in it, not actual people, but like make-believe people. And you need to earn a certain amount of supplies to keep your faction healthy and functioning like it should. And if you have a surplus, like I do in this match at least, your faction can grow, and that's how they rank you on like the leaderboard. But that's not how you're ranked in like in game. It goes by weeks. So every 7 matches is 1 week pretty much. So it's not like actual days, which is nice, because if it was, it'd take forever. But that's really cool how, excuse me. So if you go like after a certain amount of weeks, you get missions, and you can choose. There's a list of different things you can do for your mission. The most common ones are usually downs, which is practically a kill, but then you can also do, this is my first time I did executions in this one, and as you can see, I think, and when at the earlier screen, if you want to go back and look at it, there was like 3 tiers. If you get 2 executions, you get, now I forget, there's different types of missions. Some are like, you're always going to lose faction members, but if you do well on your mission, you lose less than if you did poorly. But there's also ones where you can gain faction members, where if you do better, the better you do, the more you gain, like up to 10% gain or increase. But either way, this one, it was like 2 executions, and then it was like 4, and then 7 or something like that. And I think I got all 7 in this match, which is awesome, because this was the first day. You get 3 days to do most of the missions. And like I said, you can pick tons of different things. Like you can do downs, executions, revives, heals, crafting I think might be in there somewhere for something. There's, I mean, pretty much everything you can do in the game. Kills with bombs, assists, I think. There might be other things. I know there's other things. I don't remember all of them, but I mean, however you play the game, there's a mission for you practically, or pretty much is what I'm saying. As you can see here, if you look right below the minimap, 2 of their players left now, so it's pretty unfair. And right here I'm healing, actually. It's one of the survival skills I have on, allows me to heal. So I healed my teammate and got some parts and healed him up. The match is coming to an end though. As you can see, we're up 3-2 in the rounds, and they've only got 2 people now. So even if they win this round, it's most likely that we're gonna win the next round. So right here, I take them down, and we win the match. So, and there you go. You see in the top right-hand corner, 7 of 7 executions, day 1 of 3. And then if you look at the scoreboard, it goes downs, and then executions, then deaths, and deaths don't count unless you're executed. You can go down and still survive. And if you saw there, here's the actual amount survivors gained. As you can see, I was up to 69 at that point. I think that's my high. And then looks like I made it into week 4. Yep, that was the end of week 3. So there you go. I'm into week 4, and I'll continue making these videos if you guys like them. I really like this game mode, and I really want to be able to play with other people because it's a very tactical game mode, and I think using parties would be awesome. So if you have this game and you want to play with me, send me a friend request at Revelwoo on PSN, and I'd be happy to play with you as long as you have a mic. It's kind of not working, it doesn't work as well when you don't have a mic, but either way, that's it for me today, guys. I will see you guys next time.